like George and Weezy.
Well, we're moving on now.
Earlier this year, we were named a semi-finalist for the American Climate Leadership Awards 2025. Wait for it. Wait for it.
You ready?
KBLA Talk 1580 was recently selected as one of 10 finalists being considered for this prestigious award. Hundreds of organizations, institutions, and even cities were nominated in the selection process. But KBLA Talk 1580 has made it to the finals. You're invited to watch live on Wednesday, April 16th at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Central, as Eco America announces the winner and the runner-up, awarding over $200,000 in prize money. To watch live, just go to ecoamerica.org to register and attend the online ceremony. That's ecoamerica.org. Don't miss the presentation of the American Climate Leadership Awards 2025, Wednesday, April 16th, and wish us luck. Caring about the climate, caring about the community, changing the conversation. We're KBLA Talk 1580, and we've got your black.
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs, fantasies, and fetishes? Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my neck.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason.
Why does the anxious partner always have to accommodate for the avoidant? What do you mean by accommodate? I mean, it's always on the anxiously attached person to repair or reconcile. They have to be the first to apologize, or else nothing gets resolved. They have to consider the avoidant's need for distance or independence, or else they get left. And they have to give and bend over backwards. But the avoidant doesn't have to do any of that stuff. Well, to be fair, it's not like they're meeting in the middle. The anxiously attached person always has to do more work. The entire relationship hangs on whether the anxious person puts someone else's needs above their own once again. Isn't that unfair? It's massively unfair. Thank you. But you said the anxious partner always has to do more work. That's not technically true. How is that not true? Because they don't have to do anything. Well, they do if they don't want to get dumped. And what advice would you give to someone who feels like the entire relationship rests on their back? Someone who feels chronically neglected. Someone who continues to overgive, even to a partner they describe as a taker. I would tell them, that's not love, and you deserve more than the bare minimum. Yeah, me too. I'm not saying in order for the relationship to work, the avoidant doesn't need to show up and do the work, but the anxious partner needs to learn that when you refuse to set boundaries with people, when you have a habit of rescuing or enabling or tolerating any destructive behavior, maybe overgiving due to some low self-worth, you will naturally attract takers in your life. And this isn't about blaming them or ourselves. It just means it's up to us to find other givers to give to. Listen, I came here to complain, not self-reflect, okay?
Wow. I love it. I love it. You guys don't know because it's radio, but that video is a guy dressed up as a man and a woman having a conversation. One of them is, it's the same guy. Yeah. And one of them is playing or he's playing both roles. He's playing the role of the avoidant partner, and he's playing the role of the anxious, preoccupied partner. Is a pretty interesting video. But we played it because we knew just the audio would go over well on radio because you can understand the contrast that he was laying out. But it's even better if you see it, right? He's hilarious. He definitely is. I love his work. But back to this Wu Wei discussion as it pertains to reciprocity. Effortless action. Going with the flow, the spontaneity of now. If Wu Wei, effortless action, opposes transactional love, does secure attachment, from John Bowlby's theory, attachment theory, require unlearning capitalist relational templates? Equity theory. If I bring the bowl, you bring the milk. If I bring the spoon, you bring the cereal. Do you see? Do you see? We judge each other based on this. Do you understand? This thought process. We got callers on the line. I want to get them in here now. Cali Soul, Denver, Colorado. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
I think it can be summed up with one word, and that is control.
Ooh. Come on. Slap us. We've been waiting to get slapped. I've been poking the bear for an hour. Come on in here and slap us down, Mama.
Yeah. We got some things to unpack. So, like, in our human experience, outside of the spiritual experience, just the human likes control. They like to know. They like to feel that everything's going to be okay if I do this. If I do this action, then I know that I can get one of these 3 reactions. So I'm going to do this. Because that's how the protocol works, right? With programming. So oftentimes we hear out in the community, people will say, well, I'm not going to sow into this person and give all to this person so that everything that they learn from me, they can take that on to the next relationship and the next person can benefit from it. And that is loving with a change. Matter of fact, it's not even loving. It's conditionalism. I'm going to sow this into your life because I know that I'm going to be the recipient of whatever I sow.
Say it again. Wait. You're going to be the recipient. You yourself are going to.
Yes.
So are you talking about self-sowing? Instead of sowing into the other, you just gave us another topic, self-sowing. Speak on that a little bit, please.
That is correct. I'm going to tap dance for you the best I can because I know that in the end, the benefit to me dancing, I'm going to receive what I want from you, or at least some of the things that I want from you by performing for you. So yeah, that's what we do in our relationship instead of just practicing Wu Wei and giving freely to love. But people are so afraid that whatever they give to someone, they're not going to be the recipient of the goodness that comes from it.
Wait.
Somebody else might benefit.
Your little watery self done came in here. Lord have mercy. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Hold tight. Let me wrap my mind. So, you done came in here with self-sowing, right? That's one.
Yeah.
The other piece, you said, I know I'm going to get what I want from you. You said that. Now watch this. You can only get what you want from another if you already are what you want from
Exactly.
Do you
Say
see?
it again.
Do you see? I'm listening to you, sister, and I hear it. And I'm like,
From the ego in the back.
Oh Lord, this girl done said, come in as what you want, so you ain't gotta want it. They gonna give it to you because you're radiating it anyway. Oh, come on now, keep cooking, child. Keep cooking.
It's called truly being on a vibrational level of what you want to experience. And I didn't make that up. I heard that earlier, maybe like last week from Abraham Hicks, and it hit a doorbell for me. I was like, oh, wow. On a personal level, I have had this fear of parenting and not doing it right. So for a long time, I was afraid to have children. And it was only because I'm scared of doing it wrong. And fast forward to now, I feel like I'm finally comfortable. I'm finally ready for it. But still and yet, I must not have been ready for it because I still chose a mate who does not want any more children, which means on a vibrational level,
nor do you.
I'm still scared. Nor do I. There we go.
Come on, girl.
And I had all of this resentment building up, and I'm, looking at the outside of myself. Like I'm mad because I'm here with you. But what I forget is I chose you, which means on a vibrational level, I'm still not ready. And that's okay because I can choose again.
I don't know, because you don't understand the level of Emerald Lagasse-like cooking that is happening right now. Let me just, bam! You understand? Because not only does it happen in that way, it also happens when we choose the easy mark in relationship for fear of not wanting to be hurt.
Ooh. Wow.
Do you see? It happens to say, this is what I mean by woo. This is all woo way. You know what? Woo way is also, I'm going to be single. I'm tired. I'm not going to do it no more. One of the definitions for woo way is inaction or inexertion or effortless action. So no matter what you're doing, it's mirroring what is in you, what is unresolved within you. Do you see what I'm saying? That's what's happening. So you said it on one level. Is that different than, say, attachment theory? If you have a dismissive avoidant who wants closeness, but has been conditioned to be independent and view closeness and intimacy as a threat, internally, they want it. But externally, they create, through control, they create these conditions to create emotional distance. Because that's what
Hello.
Do you see?
Hello, how you doing?
Come on.
That was me. I remember when I took the 5 love languages test. I think I told you this before in the audience before. Took the 5 love languages test, and I scored the lowest on physical touch and words of affirmation.
Oof. Here we go.
I didn't experience physical touch and words of affirmation growing up, so therefore I built this callous against it. And people that do it, people that try to express it to me, I'm like, ew. Nah, what's wrong with y'all? Why y'all running around holding hands? Like, why do you have to hug me? When inside, I desired this.
Ooh.
So I had to work through that and get real with myself. No, you're not, this doesn't detest you. You're jealous of it because you don't know how to let it out. You don't know how to let it in. So you got this callous and your resentment. You think you're projecting it on the other people, but you're projecting it on yourself, and there's a dis-ease that's occurring in your spirit, and if you don't figure it out, it's going to turn into disease.
Man, this woman is cooking because she's describing Wu Wei. So Attila just said, if we don't need, we don't want. Right? If we don't need, we don't want. Needing, metaphorically and philosophically speaking, needing is an extension of anxious preoccupied. The anxious will chase. Whenever you chase, especially an avoidant, what are they going to do? They're going to run. So whatever you're chasing, i.e. desiring, you're setting up the chase by desiring. If you become what it is, the physical manifestation of effortless action, become what it is. Become a beacon of love, of compassion, of authenticity, of validation, of approval, of esteem. When you become these things, they come to you.
You're an irresistible magnet.
Come on.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Let me just say this. What in the hell did you just do, Chad?
I brought Denver into the building.
Denver, Colorado is in the house. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me, 1-800-920-1580. We got people on the line. We want to get them in here right now. Davy Lee, Arkansas. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Man, y'all going crazy.
We going crazy?
I'm not going to lie.
All right, what's your thought, man? Talk to me, man.
At this point in my life, man, I'm going through certain things that, just the teachings of what you've been talking about over years, just what I have in offer to, like, put my ear out and listen to y'all, man, and just, like, put myself out there, be in a period of experience. I mean, going out there and trying my little wit, man, seeing what I got to give up. It just helped me grow, it just helped me grow with just listening to y'all, having an understanding of myself, because, like, I can be very judgmental and you can push people away. Right. You got to go through certain things in order to actually have an understanding about yourself and others. Mm-hmm. And that's the only way you're going to get better in certain situations. So, like, I'm really digging it, man. I'm digging what y'all talking about. This topic tonight was cold. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for putting them jewels out here. You feel me? I'm feeling like I'm rocking a mental chain right now.
Come on.
BBS,
let's get it.
Down.
Hey, I got to ask you one question, though.
What's in?
What did you just do?
What did I just do? Oh, yeah, I brought y'all into my world. I brought y'all into my view. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, Arkansas, little country cousin. Hey, listen. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580, man. We on fire tonight. Right? Wu-wei and reciprocity are synonymous. Wu-wei. It means doing nothing. When you break down the letters, do nothing. Would that not be an edict to just be? When we come forward, we're going to get these phone lines back up in here. Let's get it!
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580. Who cares about the black community in Altadena? We do. On Saturday, March 8th at 10 a.m., it's the premiere of Conversation Live, Altadena Rising with James Farr. This new weekly show will explore the deep roots and resilience of Altadena's black community as we track its recovery and reimagine its future. From relief efforts to rebuilding, we're raising up voices, stories, and solutions to build back Black Altadena better and stronger than ever. It's Conversation Live, Altadena Rising with James Farr every Saturday at 10 a.m. beginning Saturday, March 8th with an encore presentation, Sundays at noon.
James Farr, the man who is the voice for Black Los Angeles.
At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black. KBLA Talk 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 reminds you, when we fight, we win. The Youth Justice Coalition is challenging America's addiction to incarceration and discrimination. YJC works to dismantle policies leading to mass incarceration, law enforcement violence, and the school-to-prison pipeline. Their approach, transformative justice, community intervention, free LA high school, legal defense, and system monitoring. YJC promotes safety without relying on prisons. Their goal, prevent system contact and help people exit the system through direct action, advocacy, and education. Want to get involved or need help? Call 323-235-4243. That's 323-235-4243. Join YJC in creating change. When we fight, we win. KBLA Talk 1580, your voice for justice. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
The California Crusader newspaper would like to thank all of our subscribers for their support throughout the years, proudly serving the South Los Angeles and South Bay areas for more than 40 years. The California Crusader is a multicultural, black-owned, adjudicated newspaper that focuses on providing newsworthy information to the people in our community. We're constantly looking for ways to assist businesses in our community to connect with our subscribers. We provide low-cost, effective ways to promote your business with our reasonable and affordable advertising rates. You can participate by suggesting, sharing, and submitting your stories on the California Crusader newspaper Community Share Facebook group page, or visit our website at cal-cruise-news.com. That's calcruisenews.com. Then click on the Submit Now button located on the top right corner of the homepage, or text CCN to 42828. Again, text CCN to 42828. The California Crusader newspaper, working together to build a better community for our future. Subscribe today.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Your glasses, shake it. Face screwed up like you having hot flashes. Which one? Pick one. This one classic. Red from blind, yeah. I'm drastic. Why this? Why that? Lips stop asking. Listen to me, baby, relax and start passing. Expressway, head back, weaving through the traffic. This one strong should be labeled as a hazard. Some of y'all hot psych, I'm gassing. Clowns, I spot them and I can't stop laughing. Easy come, easy go, Evie gon' be lasting. Jealousy, let it go, results could be tragic. Some of y'all ain't writing well, too concerned with fashion. None of you ain't Giselle, can't walk and imagine. A lot of y'all Hollywood drama, cast it, cut camera off, real.
It's noble to compromise, but not if you are going to die on the sword and be silently resentful of somebody that you're with, because, quote, they made you do something, that they held you back when you didn't have the courage to seek the clarity about what you valued more and the timing of your life.
Listen, she's talking about 99% of everybody. Most of us are engaged in performative compromise. Most of us have a bad taste in our mouth when we capitulate to something we don't want to do inside of intimate relationships. This is why we're saying Wu Wei, effortless action, right, is more aligned with the spiritual properties contained in non-transactional reciprocity. Do you understand? Most of us are we are performing compromise. Well, I guess I got to do it now. The last time she allowed me to do this, then you don't have the capacity to keep faking. That's why your tank is empty. You got a fake fuel tank. A fake fuel tank. You can only fake it for so long. This is why after 18 months and the whole honeymoon period goes away, the real you start popping out. Then y'all move together, y'all live together. Then, oh, Lord, this is who you really are? You got to fake it till you make it tank. And when that runs out, let me tell you something about spirituality. There is no acquisition in spirituality. You don't acquire anything. Are y'all ready for the truth? Once you reach a high level of consciousness, you start to recognize you have access to infinity. This is why the mystic, the sadhus, the gurus, the sangomas, the Sufis, the Sanusi. This is why they were like, nah, man, once you tap into God, you have tapped into everything. Christ consciousness. Whoa, you tapped into it. Man, oh, ye of little faith, get in the damn boat. Stop looking at me like I'm not teaching you how to tap in. For those who believe on me, I give you the power to do even greater things than I. Do you understand? When you raise up the Kundalini ladder, what they call Jacob's ladder in the Bible, the 33 steps of it, right? When you raise up and you open up the crown chakra, the winged serpent, Earth, Wind, and Fire called it serpentine, but you didn't know that. When you start to tap into this kind of work, you realize there is nothing to acquire. I have it already. Everything, anything, I have it. This is why it becomes effortless action. Wu Wei. When you're wounded, do you understand? You don't have the capacity to love. When you're wounded, you don't have the capacity or the strength to be able to shift out of negative patterns that have felt like home to you. Are y'all ready? Let's get these callers in here. Let's keep going. Who's been on longest? Den from Galveston, Texas. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Peace, brother Zoe.
What up, man?
I've been a long time supporter. I have all the books, and I still have the CD.
No cussing, big brother. That's what my engineer, he was like, make sure he knew. Make sure he don't cuss, man.
I ain't that new. I ain't gonna curse on here, no.
All right.
But when it comes to when I'm thinking about the concept of Wu Wei, I would just point back to your book, The Shrouded Lighthouse, right? The lighthouse don't force light; it just shines.
That's right. That's right.
It just shines. I don't have to force myself to be myself, because if all the time I'm forcing myself to wear this mask, that means my mind is never at rest. Period. I'm always thinking of the next thing, or okay, what did I say 3 days ago that's gonna give me away today, or 3 years ago?
Right.
It's gonna give me away today.
Right.
And I even take that back to the Love Matters Revealed CD when you said when you stated, I don't do this predicated on something I'm going to get from you.
Ooh.
I do this because I want to do it.
Right.
Anything besides that is manipulation.
Whew, keep going, because if you do something that isn't a reflection of your being, do you see? Many people are doing in a performative sense because behind the doing is an agenda. Do you see? Like, if I do this, I will elicit this response. I'm telling you, most people are glorified pickup artists.
Oh, yeah.
I hate to put it that way.
I was one of them for a while.
Yeah, he said I was one of them for a while.
I was one of them for a while. Because I think the last time I spoke to you, though, I was in my 20s. I'm almost 40 now.
Wow.
And literally, the conversation we had was like, you did a lot of stuff too early. You did a lot of stuff for reciprocal actions. I'm like, how can you honestly say that you're a good person if you're only doing it with your intent of what you're gonna get out?
For what you're gonna get, right? That's relationships today. I'm with you for what you do, not for who you are. I don't know how to be with a human. That was yesterday's topic. I don't know what being with a flawed human being is. Stay with me, brother. Don't you go nowhere, then. When we come forward, back to the Don't Mess with Texas.
He's on fire tonight. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams, exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton with 4 Things You Should Know with BIN News. President Trump's address to a joint session of Congress is just hours away. He posted the, quote, night will be big, end quote, and he will, quote, tell it like it is, end quote. You can listen and hear live on the Black Information Network starting at 9 p.m. A recall effort against Black Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass is underway, reportedly led by Republicans. Bass' strategist calls it a, quote, right-wing stunt, end quote. She's faced criticism for her absence during recent wildfires. Massachusetts officials are ordering Southwick Regional Schools to make changes after a weak response to racist incidents, including an online slave auction post. The district must revise its bullying policies, but has made progress with a student-led anti-bias program. And HBCU Howard University's Alternative Spring Break has kicked off with 1,300 students dedicating their break to service locally and across more than 12 states. Get BIN News on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
If your supply chain demands a flexible workforce, hire with Express Employment Professionals. With contract and full-time workers from Express Employment, you get the staff you need and manage contingent labor costs. Learn more at expresspros.com. That's expresspros.com.
KBLA Talk 1580 is pleased to announce that, like George and Weezy,
Well, we're moving on now.
earlier this year, we were named a semifinalist for the American Climate Leadership Awards 2025. Wait for it. Wait for it.
You ready?
KBLA Talk 1580 was recently selected as one of 10 finalists being considered for this prestigious award. Hundreds of organizations, institutions, and even cities were nominated in the selection process. But KBLA Talk 1580 has made it to the finals. You're invited to watch live on Wednesday, April 16th. At 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Central, as Eco America announces the winner and the runner-up, awarding over $200,000 in prize money. To watch live, just go to ecoamerica.org to register and attend the online ceremony. That's ecoamerica.org. Don't miss the presentation of the American Climate Leadership Awards 2025, Wednesday, April 16th, and wish us luck. Caring about the climate, caring about the community, changing the conversation. We're KBLA Talk 1580, and we've got your black.
My mom has decided to learn to paint, and she's good.
My dad's now into creative cuisine, and I've already put on 6 pounds.
Learning new things comes with age.
My mom, she started forgetting my name and what we're talking about.
Forgetting well-known things doesn't. Memory loss may be a sign of Alzheimer's disease. Early detection gives you and your loved one time to plan for the future. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Life blooms in beautiful ways. The Afia Center invites you to celebrate At the End with Red Gala, honoring the strength and resilience of Black women living with HIV. Join us for an evening of empowerment as we launch the Barbara Cambridge Scholarship and kick off Herstory Month with our theme, Life in Full Bloom. Your support helps create vital HIV programming and builds a future where every voice is heard and every story matters. The End with Red Gala, because every flower deserves to bloom. To learn more and to donate, visit theafiacenter.org.
KBLA Talk 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. Worried about eviction? You have rights, and Stay Housed LA can help. Stay Housed LA is a partnership between LA County, the City of Los Angeles, and local service providers. From Lancaster to Long Beach, we're here to help you with tenant education workshops, legal clinics, free legal services for eligible tenants, and online resources about tenant protection laws. Don't face eviction alone. Call our hotline at 1-888-694-0040. That's 1-888-694-0040. Or visit stayhousedla.org. Stay Housed LA, keeping Los Angeles residents in their homes. Stay Housed LA, your rights, your home, our community. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Hey there, Los Angeles. This is James Lucky Jr., publisher and editor of Los Angeles News Observer. Are you hungry for news that matters to you in the African-American communities of Los Angeles? Well, buckle up, because we got the scoop you've been craving. Stay in the know and never miss a beat with our free weekly publications conveniently available near you. Or hop on the digital wave and become an exclusive subscriber at OGNSC.com. Don't forget to join the party on Instagram and Twitter at OGNSCINC for behind-the-scenes access and sizzling updates. No more FOMO. Let's stay informed, connected, and empowered together.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk Radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Pain is pretty real. Everybody acts as if that's true. Everyone acts like pain is real. And so then you might say, well, if pain is real, what allows you to cope with pain or transcend pain must be more real. Because if something's real and you encounter something that is more significant than that, you have to attribute reality to that. So we all have to deal with the catastrophe of life, with the pain and limitation of life. And so then you might say, well, how do you do that? Is it even possible to do that? And one answer might be hide from it, bury your head in the sand. And I'm not being smart about this. It's like the less you think about your mortal vulnerability, the better off you'll be. It's an insoluble problem. Your best bet is to run away from that realization, to keep yourself blind, and maybe to busy yourself with as much hedonic pleasure as you can possibly manage.
Drown your sorrow.
If you want to stabilize people psychologically, and if you want to imbue them with courage, then what you do is you help them expose themselves voluntarily to the things they're afraid of that they're avoiding. It's a very powerful technique. That's exposure therapy. What exposure therapy seems to do is to make...
You want to help somebody, listen to what he said. I'm not saying what he said ain't true. You want to help somebody, you help them to expose themselves. Self-exposure prevents self-erasure. Once one exposes themselves to themselves, they have to feel safe enough to be able to say, I accept myself as I am. Huh? Reciprocity is performative for most people that are hiding from their true selves. They're performing to keep you. They're performing to hook you. They're performing to manipulate you. They're performing to entice you. They're performing to attract you. Do you understand? They're performing because they want to feed on you. Performing so that they can prey on you while praying for you. I pray that they never leave. This is the best supplied nutrition my wounds have gotten in a long... Do you understand? Den, Galveston, Texas, get back in here and give me your final thought, good brother.
It's simple to play. Like I put them on the casting couch. Put them on the accountability casting couch. Watch how fast they fold.
That's right.
They're going to fold every time. They're going to fold every time. But it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing because you have to start somewhere. You're not gonna be LeBron James of yourself without being the worst player in the league first.
Ooh. Oh, you can't be the LeBron James version of yourself until you're the worst player in the league first. Come on. 2011 finals, averaging 17.8 points a game, the third leading scorer on your team, and you supposed to be the GOAT? Chris Bosh averaged more. Dwayne Wade was the lead. Come on, Den. Keep cooking.
Game 3, 6 points.
Ooh. Sometimes you got to be the worst player before you can become the best player. Come on, man. I hear you.
Because I always say the question that I heard from John Run about even when I'm accepting career choices or something, it's not what I'm receiving, it's what I'm becoming in order to receive that.
Ooh, but here, I'm going to hit you upside your dome piece on your way home from Jones Beach. You can never become something you aren't already. It's a matter of unfolding what's already there through constant elevation of consciousness.
Exactly.
That's what Wu-Wei, effortless action. It's already here. I'm already it. It's my consciousness that continuously raises, that exposes more of what I am to me. Does that make sense? Come on, man. Man, guess what you just did, Dan?
What'd I do? I'm in trouble.
Nah, man, you brought Galveston, Texas in the building. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. Who's been on the longest? Marcel, Tulsa, Oklahoma. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic? What up, Marcel?
Honestly. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, brother. What are your thoughts on the topic tonight?
Peace. Honestly, I was learning a lot from all of these callers. Y'all all pretty much a little bit older than me. I'm 29. I think meditating and self-reflection could really we could avoid a lot of problems when we meditate.
Right.
When I meditated before the eclipse, I felt like 15 pounds. You know what I mean? After. So I don't know if anybody else felt like that. You know? And a lot of self-reflection. Yeah.
I love that for you, brother. At 29, come on, man.
Yeah.
That means a lot. Yeah,
I don't feel like I'm carrying anything. You know what I mean? Before I felt like I was I don't know how many times, man. But meditating and really looking at everything and just self-realization, what you said, what's already there. Man, you are gold. Seriously. So yeah, I appreciate y'all, man.
So
I'm
gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this real quick, Marcel. This is just like Big Mama would tell me. She was already old when I was a little kid. I'm 10, 11. And I would be talking hella reckless to my Scorpio great-grandmama. And she would say things like, "That's all right, little boy. Just keep living and you gonna find out." I'm going to tell you, you say you ain't carrying nothing. I'm going to say keep digging in that spiritual soil and you going to uncover some things. You just keep living.
But it only seems to make me better, though. You know what I mean? It doesn't, it's just like me learning something. It's it's hard to explain. I don't even know how to explain how I feel. You know what I mean?
Hey, man, you one of them new souls, man. Just enjoy the journey. That's all I got for you. Enjoy the journey. Take nothing for granted. Expect nothing. And if you do expect something, expect it from your spirit. You want more love? Cultivate it from within. You want more approval? Cultivate self-approval. You want empathy? Cultivate self-empathy. Do you understand what I'm saying? Become the things you think a relationship is supposed to give you, and you're going to find Wu-Wei. Hey, man, I appreciate you, man. Guess what you just did?
Brought Tulsa in the house.
Tulsa, Oklahoma is in the house. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me. We on fire tonight. We cooking with the rarest grease when we come forward. We going to Charleston. You already know what it is. Let's get it.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
To the 100 million people who owe the IRS money, this message is for you. We've helped tens of thousands of people close the door on their tax debt. So if you feel like you're stuck in a hole with IRS tax debt, then this is the easiest way to get a resolution quickly. To qualify for a no-pay or low-pay resolution, visit taxclosure.org to get free from the IRS once and for all.
To keep your bank accounts, income, and assets secure, tax closure is your same-day cure.
Lena Bloom for the Bail Project.
Imagine you're stuck in a jail cell and you can't afford bail and someone offers you a way out. Just plead guilty and you can go home and kiss your kids goodnight. What do you do? What thousands have. You plead guilty whether you are or not. Cash bail makes poverty a crime. That's why the Bail Project helps those who can't afford it while fighting to end cash bail. Because freedom should be free.
Brought to you by the Ad Council.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to
slow it down and get it going slower.
Izervay is proven to slow GA progression.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Izervay or avacincaptad pagel is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com.
KBLA Talk 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
Imagine a Los Angeles where everyone can thrive, where communities have access to the resources they need to succeed. That's the vision of Detours Mentoring Group, Inc. They're dedicated to improving life in LA County by providing educational support, employment assistance, and spaces for community engagement. By 2050, they want LA to be the best place to connect, create, learn, live, and play. They're working toward an education system that's well-resourced and culturally responsive, becoming a hub for artists and innovators, and making sure everyone has access to healthy food, quality healthcare, and safe housing. It's about building a future where we all have the chance to succeed. We invite you to learn more about their mission and get involved with Detours Mentoring Group, Inc. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
It's after midnight and she's on your phone, saying come over 'cause she's all alone. I could tell it was your ex by your tone. Why is she calling now after so long? Now what is it that she wants? Tell me what is it that she needs? Did she hear about the brand new biz that you just bought for me? 'Cause y'all didn't have no kids, didn't share no mutual friends, and you told me that she turned trick when y'all broke up, and I can see it. What you gonna do when you can't say no? And I feel it's about to show, boy, I really need to know. How you gonna act?
Can anyone live with Eartha Kitt?
That's not for me to decide. That's for someone who decides to live with me to decide. Not for me.
But are you willing to compromise within a relationship?
To compromise? What is compromising? Compromising for what? Compromising for what reason? To compromise? For what? To compromise. What is compromise?
If a man came into your life, wouldn't you want to compromise?
Stupid. A man comes into my life and I have to compromise? You must think about that one again. man comes into my life and you have to compromise for what? For what? For what? A relationship is a relationship that has to be earned, not to compromise for. And I love relationships. I think they're fantastically wonderful. I think they're great. I think there's...
Get her out of here. Get her out of here. I love her. Oh, I love Eartha Kitt. One of the finest. She was very beautiful way back in the day. Just Marcas. I'm not wearing any panty. Back in the day, Eartha Kitt was amazing. But Eartha Kitt is speaking from generational trauma right there. Do you understand? Let's just keep it a buck. She's a black woman. You know how hard black women had it in Eartha's time and before? She was raised with the hand of unhealed wounds, of marginalization. Lady Eloise wasn't right all the way. But that clip has inspired many women. I'm looking at the women in the chat room like, right on. Says, no. One of the most powerful forms of spirituality is surrender. But not surrender in the way that you think. Not in a, well, the woman's supposed to surrender to them. No, we are souls surrendering to the divinity within each other. It is the recognition of that divinity. Namaste. The divine in me recognizes the divine in you. That will help us navigate through generational curses, through the humanity of our partner, them being a work in progress. When you recognize the divine in yourself, you can recognize it in your partner. And when you recognize it in your partner, this is when you have the opportunity to become defiantly humanistic in your relationships. I see the humanity in you, despite who you are and what you've done, what you've done to me. It doesn't mean you'll be allowed to do it to me forever. But do you see? Listen. When Babette Rothschild prioritizes somatic healing over talking, does this invalidate talk therapy's role in relational repair? She's saying, get it out your body. That's what Babette Rothschild is saying. Do you see? So much love is available to us, but will we cultivate it within, or will we sit around and wait for somebody to show up to give us what we demand? When you become what you want, you elevate your status to the positionality of command. No more begging through demands. Now your spirit commands what it is. Do you hear what I say? What it is. Theo, Charleston, get up in here. What are your thoughts, man?
Listen, bring on the noise, right? Let's bring on the noise for a second based on what you just said. If I'm in a boxing ring, right, and you in there with me, stand in the middle of the ring with me and take these punches as I give them, as you give them. Now, on the opposite end of that, if you're throwing out punches and you're complaining about the punches you give, how can you then say you're punching me and not realize that you're dishing out punches at the same time?
Oh, I see what you want to do.
At some point, you have to come to the at some point you have to come to the realization you're part of the problem as well.
So you gonna turn Wu Wei, non-transactional reciprocity, into accountability. This is what you want to talk about.
I mean,
how else you know,
at it to a certain degree.
Nah, I see you playing reindeer games. It's cool. I see you on the reindeer games. I see what's up.
Bring on the noise.
So
bring on the noise.
So let me just say, man, the one-upsmanship in you has to go. Huh? What? You quiet now.
Speak to me. Speak to that. No, speak to that.
But you hear what I'm saying?
Speak to that.
The one-upsmanship. You feel like old last word type of dude. You feel like if this, and I could be wrong, but you feel like a last word type of dude. You feel like if you don't agree with me, I didn't articulate my point well enough, so let me do it again. That's what you feel like. Am I off?
You're only saying that, Zoe, because you know you understand the narrative style
but am I off?
Right?
That's what I asked.
But you
see, you playing right now. This is how you
no,
argue.
Are.
This is how you argue in the conversation.
No.
Listen, am I wrong?
No, you right on the money.
Okay, so you don't see yourself as the problem,
said, right?
You don't see yourself as a problem.
Wait.
If you're the problem,
you
get who you are. Wu Wei is in effect. The reciprocity is in effect. The mirror relationship is in effect. You want to be right, don't you?
But you can't. But you can't stand by and watch me go through what I say through a healing process of my own, and then sit back in the corner and recognize what I say, and then come back later and be like, "Okay, I understand what you were saying."
Everybody in the chat room saying what I'm trying to say. Your ego is in the way, sir. Let me ask you a question. If your woman said, "You know what, you're right, brother," how would that make you feel?
It never happens.
It
just never
stop.
happens.
Listen, the reindeer game,
but
Rudolph.
That's what the accountability doesn't play out.
That's not what I asked. I said, if your woman said, "You know what, brother, you're right," how would that make you feel?
It would be just even good to hear.
That's what you're looking for. It's validation. I knew I was right all along. I can't believe she finally came around. That's what you're after. You're not after alignment. You're not after peace. You want her to validate your thinking about yourself, which is, I'm right. On a scale of 1 to 10, how argumentative are you? 10 at the very, very top, 1 at the very, very bottom. Where are you?
I'll be about a 7.
Exactly.
I can be honest about that.
Exactly. You want to fight. Why? Because you want to win. You're putting in a lot of effort to get external validation any way you see fit. That makes sense?
So you're saying how we're supposed to align? How can one align when one is doing work and one is not?
Oh, you judging her? How do you know she's not? Are you walking her path with her? Is she supposed to read the books you read? Is she supposed to know what you know? Listen, you call me tomorrow. I got to go. Call me tomorrow. We finna. Oh boy, when I come forward, it'll be a brand new day with some more topics, and me and Theo, my nephew, we gonna get back in it. Hey, we start the conversation. It's up to you to finish it. Yo, this was fire.
Your bluff, 'cause I don't give. Ooh, want you to call myself.